The second round of 16 match for today. And the last one, Argentina 2, Australia 1. I think the scoreline was a little bit flattering for Australia, though I really admired the work ethic they put in this game, and boy, they came close to pushing this to extra time, didn't they? So, where to start? So, I think for Argentina, I think Lionel Scaloni will probably not sub Lautaro after this game. I had high hopes for Lautaro Martinez in this tournament, but it looks like his confidence is gone. That look from Messi after his miss was kind of like the tell-all tale, really. But Messi turned back the clock this game. It's been so long since he's confidently took on 2 or 3 defenders, I feel, for the Argentine national side. And just when Australia was trying to drive Argentina into panic mode, he and Rodrigo de Paul stepped up big time. And you know what? I think Julian Alvarez has earned a spot to play the full 90 minutes. I think he can play the full 90. Because the reason why he was subbed today was that he was pressing for the whole match, which he was eventually rewarded with a goal. But Argentina also has Di Maria or Dybala. They may not be strikers, but surely one of them could have put away a chance today. I feel bad for Lautaro Martinez because he is a good player, but his confidence must be to the bottom after this match. I still expect Scaloni will sub him against the Netherlands, depending on how that game unfolds in real time. But if he has another poor performance like today, then he will really be stuck with the label of like a liability for this team in a way that I didn't imagine, because Lautaro Martinez was the man who I had pegged to potentially win the Golden Boot in this tournament. I know, right? But Messi, man, he finally got his first ever goal in a knockout stage game in a World Cup. He may be 35, but he was all over the pitch today. He did not look like a man that was on the tail end of his career for his national side. And just when Australia were doing so well with the defensive setup they had, it just took that moment of magic. You give Messi an inch, he will take your whole arm. He will take a pocket of space, and he will turn it, and it'll be enough for him the size of 2 American football stadiums. And, Matty Ryan just didn't have a chance. It was slotted into the bottom left corner. And that was basically, it felt at that point that was all she wrote. I will say for Australia, the defensive setup was admirable. It was pretty good all tournament except for that first match against France. The first goal, which was the one that Messi scored, that probably doesn't happen if Bajic just cleared the ball, or if he doesn't get baited to go through the back of Papu. And the second goal was a real killer. But again, Messi working his magic. That's the kind of thing that it's difficult to, in hindsight, you look at that, it's difficult to see how Australia could have sussed that out. At the end, when Lautaro Martinez should have basically iced the game, Australia had Harry Souttar up front pressing for a goal. And for a while there, I thought that they were on for another kind of like Peru situation of taking this game to extra time. But Australia needs to be really proud for how they defended for the last 3 games in this World Cup. And the first 30 minutes of this game, Australia were superb in making the flow of this game slow. It was slow, and it was a snooze fest, but it was tactically a snooze fest, because the best way Australia were going to stifle Argentina was to prevent any rhythm going for Argentina. And Australia were pretty effective of denying Argentina a tempo. And they were winning set pieces, they were winning throw-ins, they looked pretty dangerous in aerial situations that Argentina had to scramble to clear a few balls in out of the box. So they effectively nulled Argentina up until Messi had his Messi moment. And, from there, When Argentina grabbed their second through Julian Alvarez in the 57th minute, by the way, good shot, right-footed attempt from the right side of the box, had Matty Ryan beat in the bottom left corner. Another goal in the bottom left corner. I thought that was all she wrote. I'm like, okay, it's either going to stay 2-0, Argentina will turn this to a blowout, but Lautaro Martinez, he could not finish his chances and really put this away. And this went on longer than it should have, and Australia remained in it all the way to the end. And you had that own goal that was a shot from distance from Australia. They took their chances, and sometimes you have to try attempts from distance, because if you test the keeper from distance, you can catch them offside, off their guard rather. And it took an awkward deflection off of Enzo Fernandez. It ends in the back of the net. It's game on. 77th minute, Australia pulls one back. Lucky to do so, because the way that the field of play was on the field, they should have been down maybe 3-0, 4-0. And you have a very interesting, tense, tight last 15 or so minutes of this game. You have to take your hats off for Aziz Behich. That run, it was a ballsy move where he dribbles around 4, I believe, Argentine defenders before that last-ditch tackle is cleared. He was through on goal. It caught Argentina off guard. I don't think they saw it coming. It looked like he was thinking about attempting a shot, but he just decided to have a go. That would have been one of the goals of the tournament, possibly the best goal in the history of the Australian national team. He scores that. This game is going on to extra time, baby. And at the full-time whistle, Argentina were kind of relieved that the match was over, because it should not have gotten to that point. I'm sorry. I respect Australia. First knockout stage appearance since 2006. They did themselves proud. They really, really did. I think Graham Arnold, he shut up a lot of haters getting these boys prepped for this tournament. They almost pushed one of the tournament favorites to extra time. They bow out with dignity. Argentina looking a little bit suspect at the back. Maybe Louis van Gaal, waiting on the horizon, is keeping an eye on that.